Hey family, this is Cheryl, your local therapist, and
I am Trina. I am your healing,
yes, visionary.
I'm a healer. I am
She
your
is-
spiritual healer.
She
right
is
here
our
today.
local visionary, our local healer. We're here at the Green Coterie, which is Trina's spot. We are actually live both on my Facebook as well as the Green Coterie and Trina's Facebook. We welcome everybody as you come in. Give everybody a second to come in. But I know I wanted to take this moment. I have been coming to the Green Coterie as my respite. It's actually a place and a space here in Charles County. We're in Charles County, right?
Yes.
Here in Charles County, Maryland, that I actually prescribe to my clients. So many of my clients are living these lives where they just are going. So many of us live lives where we're always on autopilot. There's always this high demand. And oftentimes we are juggling so much and we're feeling overwhelmed, but never find a place or a space where we can take a breath, where we can just be with ourselves and reconnect with ourselves. And so for my clients, when I sense that they're running, I will often encourage them to find a space where they can go and just exhale. And that's what the Green Coterie is. And Trina will explain a little bit about her vision and give us a little sample of what you can experience in her space. But y'all, this is the oasis that I prescribe to my clients whose systems are overregulated, hyperactivated, and when they need a moment to rest and reset. Tell us about it, Trina.
So, for the folks who are on this side over here in my space, y'all know I come on these spaces. I won't have an agenda or script whatsoever. So y'all gonna have to take me and get what I give as I give it, right? Because we're moving by faith right now.
Yes.
We don't have a script. We barely have an agenda.
So,
you know, you guys kind of hold on to us, and as we go through this, and just trust. I just trust and believe that whatever message we're supposed to put out there is going to come out, whether it's in our silliness or whether it's in whatever form that we place it in. I am Trina. I am owner of the Green Coterie, the healing, I call it the Healing Lounge here in Southern Maryland in Waldorf. And I created this space. It has evolved into so much more than I thought it would be. I created this space because this is the space that I needed a few years ago, and decided, you know, even though it had been in my mind forever, the concept of it evolved as I started, you know, creating this. And it's basically a space is geared for women to rest, to recuperate, to receive. And sometimes that looked like just sitting and being still. We do have a whole bunch of different services and offering. And Cheryl here, I met Cheryl through one of the online platforms, and we kind of just came together, and she was a perfect match to be a collaborator here at the Green Coterie and to provide her offerings. You guys, if you saw the video, it's funny because my husband called me this morning. He was like, "What is Brainspotting?"
Oh,
go watch the video, right?
Yes.
You know, he sounded like I had put, I sent a video out this morning saying, "Come see Cheryl," right?
Oh, nice.
Right, and he was like, "What is Brainspotting?" I was like, "Go find the video." She explains it perfectly.
Or go to SherylDanielCounseling.com and click in the menu on Brainspotting and learn some more there.
That's absolutely. So we decided to come on today to just kind of, you know, share some things, because we are living in a world right now that's kind of turbulent, and it's really important. And I know this, and like I said, we ain't discussed nothing, y'all. We just said we're going to get this message out. But one thing that's on my heart, that's been on my heart for this past week is this week there's a lot of things happening, right? There's a lot of New Year's. I call it this is the beginning of the year of the fire horse, if you're interested in that type of thing. But, and there's so many other things happening in the background. And what I've noticed is there's so much stuff they pushed in front of us. Yeah. And it's causing our energy to be drained. It's like energy vampire. Yes. It's draining our energy. And we have to be very aware that this is happening. And in order to prevent that from happening, we have to exist on a plane that's higher, so that we don't get caught up in it. Yes. You know, a lot of us say we have faith or we have this and that, but yet we're panicking. I understand it because it's panic. It may be panic kind of word because of the stuff that's happening. But we have to remember who we are and whose we are. Yes. And so that was one of the things that I really wanted to put out today. And that's why we decided we're going to talk about all the stuff that's happening inside of our system to kind of help you regulate those things. So,
and one of the things that Trina offers here at the Green Coterie out here in Southern Maryland is sound healing through the sound bowls. A lot of us have heard about sound bowls, but maybe have not experienced. And I know I come from a deep faith tradition, and oftentimes a lot of things like sound healing or energy healing, we're a little apprehensive about it because we don't know how that fits into our faith traditions. Right. And whether you ascribe to a Christian faith tradition or a Hindu faith tradition or many of the other faith traditions, I don't even want to start mentioning them. But if you believe in the divine, and if you believe that the divine creator created all things, then there could be space in that belief that sound and the impact that sound has on the body and on the system is divinely orchestrated. We always have to be mindful of who is leading the sound or what the spirit is behind the things that we get involved in. But sound, just in its purest form and the way that it was created by the divine, the vibrations have the capacity to heal and regulate our systems. And so I think that's a little bit of what Trina's going to offer for us. That's not something I do. I'm a therapist. I am a psychotherapist. I offer clinical care. I do offer Reiki. I do brain spotting, but I am not a sound healer. That is one of Trina's offerings. But just a moment for us to kind of sample it and see how it resonates in your body. So if you got a second and you're watching this on a rerun or a replay, get comfortable. Open up your mind, take a breath, settle in, and let's see where we go.
Right. And I do want to preface before I show you my bowl is that it has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with it. It's about your body and with your body respond. We are energy and we are water and we are those things, right? And all of those things are affected by different things, whether it's sound. It's just like when you're in the club and your song come on, all of a sudden you're up, right?
Yes.
Or you hear that song and it's like, it's just another sad love song and you get in that feeling. So sound affects us in so many different ways. The difference between that and this is sound. This sound bath consists of sound, like frequencies, like the frequency that the sound is on. So I like to say that it's not about religion, even though a lot of religions probably, use it in some type of way. When you go to church, if you were when being raised Baptist, we had the choir and
tambourines,
right? Tambourines and the drums and all those things that move you,
right?
So it's kind of sort of like that. But what I wanted to show you today is just one of my bowls. And this is the bowl that is supposed to be aligned with the frequency of our root, our root. I want to say energy wheel because I don't want to scare you again with chakras. Our energy wheel, because that's what it is. It's the energy wheel inside of our bodies. And each bowl kind of, you can kind of resonate with the sound of each bowl accordingly. This one in particular, I want to show it to you because it's so freaking pretty.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful. And seeing it live is even better, y'all.
It is, it's a lower, it's one of the deeper sounds, right? One of the lower tones, I guess. And I'm going to just hit this a couple of times so you can hear it. And then you can tell me, or you can figure out yourself where you can kind of feel this sound. And this is a huge bowl, and I don't normally do it on my hands, so we're going to see how this works, okay? So hopefully you can hear it. You can actually hear the sound. We're just going to do one good tap. I'm hoping you're able to hear it. But these bowls, the way the crystal bowls are designed, is supposed, each one, like I say, resonate with particular energy wheels inside of your body. And during a sound healing session, I play different bowls, different sounds for different things. And I usually try to do it intuitively. So in this particular bowl, the reason I want to show you this bowl is because it's connected with our root chakra or root energy wheel. Because of that is the space where our stability and home life, and do I have food to eat? Do I have shelter? Do I have a job? And all this stuff kind of settles inside of our stomach. So when we have that deep down, we have gut problems, right? Whether it's able to use the restroom or not able to use the restroom, it's sometimes because that particular energy space is blocked. And this is kind of a help to kind of get the energy inside of that space moving.
Yes.
So move something.
Move something.
Right. And like I said, I love the deepness of it. I have 7 of the bowls that go with all 7 of your energy wheels. But this particular one, like I said, is the root or the home base. I call it home base, our base life. If you believe in, aware of the Maslow hierarchy.
Mm-hmm. Hierarchy of needs.
Hierarchy of needs, right.
Hierarchy.
This is that base level, right?
The widest width of the triangle when you talk about the hierarchy of needs.
Right.
I don't know if it came through.
I hope
just want to
able
make sure to hear it, but also to experience the sensation. But being here and being present, even when you tapped it, you did that first tap. I felt it right down in here, and it's kind of difficult to describe, but it feels like I could feel like a vibration here, and then like something dropped down.
Right.
I felt like something dropped down.
Right. And it's funny because when we unblock one area, other areas have way to unblock, to loosen. And, just speaking of the different areas and spaces, you have your sexuality wheel, and you have your creativity wheel, and your confidence and your heart, your love center, the speaking, the connection with yourself, as well as the connection with the divine. So, different spaces, sometimes just clearing that root can push out some stuff that, kind of layered on top of it. So we wanted to just show it to you. I don't know if I should do the tuning forks or not, because it just requires the placement of it. I don't know if the tuning forks actually pick up.
Okay.
So,
if you just want to show what people can experience.
So the tuning forks, and I actually have one, once again, just like the bowls, I have all 7 plus an extra one that's supposed to be overall. But the tuning fork is basically the exact same thing, except for the tuning forks can be actually placed on your body in different areas, and that vibration actually loosens up. It's the same way if you do body tapping. So I'm going to do, let me see, let's do your heart.
Okay.
So if you, sorry, I have to pull them up.
I'm excited. Do my heart. Fix my heart.
We can fix the heart.
Mine is set to friends. I guess I should have put this for public, but that's okay.
That's okay. We can always share it later. With the tuning forks, it's the exact same way, except for the vibration can be felt. So if you're having pains or whatever, just like the sound can break up, the tuning forks actually puts that vibration directly on into your body, right? So what we're going to do is we strike it, and then I'm going to just place it like here. I don't want to get I don't want to get too much into it, but
that's a nice vibration.
And the funny part is you can't hear it, but you can feel it.
I felt
it vibrates. It continues to vibrate, and you continue and you do this, and just place it in different spaces. I just want to see how much I can feel it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do it, and you can have it for like I have the. Like our third eye.
You put
that would go here, where our third eye, or our intuition, where our intuition sits, and it goes through all the 7, as well as the high heart, which is what they consider like almost a complete cycle of the. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm trying to place it back and everything.
Right.
But yeah, so each one has different that same vibrational frequency. It's similar to the sound bowls that we do here. So this is part of, I don't have a tuning fork session. I use each of my instruments or tools as part of the healing cycle. So, and like I said, I like to move intuitively. And if a person is, of course, requesting, but I like to move intuitively just to kind of show how when we're together, our energy is kind of felt.
Yes. Yes.
And being able to listen to somebody else's energy, we all can do it. Yes. But we probably don't all know that we're doing it.
Yeah.
It's just like the person who walk in the room and for some reason you feel like, oh, I don't know about that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
We feel that energy.
Yeah.
And so being in person, being able to feel a person's individual energy that way, it kind of, when I say intuitively, that's what I mean. I just, what I feel from that point is what I use at that point. So, yeah.
If I were to translate that into almost like a therapy context, people who are dealing with anxiety or a feeling of overwhelm or depression, that is energetic. That is so energetic. So people recognize themselves as empaths. So you walk into spaces or you're in relationship with someone and that relationship is challenging, intense. And then, all of a sudden you were fine. And then that person comes into the space and all of a sudden you're feeling jittery or you're anxious or your mind is running and you're second guessing. Are they talking about me? Is something wrong with me? Or, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? That's the same energy that we're connecting with and we're talking about here. Right. Yeah. That we experience.
And being able to listen to your bodies. Like I said, we all can feel it. We just don't, it happens so often we don't realize that things are happening. Our body is telling us.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
When you're afraid, when you have to get in front of somebody and speak and this right here start bubbling.
Yes.
This is your self-confidence space. Or when you break up with somebody.
Yes.
And it's hard to be hurting for real.
Yes.
This is our heart space. Yes. Or we feel like we've been in a space where we can't tell our truth. We can't speak out. I'm trying to tell you what I need you to hear, but it's not happening. We realize we have all these throat problems.
Yes. And it tightens up and we can't get the words out of our mouth.
Actually, medical throat problems. You can, whether it's laryngitis, you have an issue with always having something going on with your throat. That may be a sign that, you need to find a way to express yourself. You need to say the thing.
Find your voice.
Find your voice, right. And that goes for our whole bodies. When you start listening to your body, paying attention to your body, I like to tell people who I work with to just sit still and just actually do like a scan of your body.
Yes.
Feel where the tension is,
yes.
right? A lot of times we have tension here. We have tension here and we don't pay attention to it because we're so used to clenching our jaws.
Yes.
So whenever I do like a sound session where we actually relax and release your jaws and just bringing your mind to that,
yes.
you realize I've been clenching.
Yes.
And you don't realize it. Or my shoulders are hurting, but you don't realize that you're here.
Yeah.
And you actually release that stress. And going through actually listening to your body, paying attention to your body, you can see exactly what's going on with you. Why do my chest always hurt?
Yes.
That man ran you crazy. Or that woman
that
ran
man,
you crazy.
that job, that child.
Whatever.
Yes.
I'm not doing what I feel. I feel like I'm not loving myself. I'm not taking care of myself.
Yes.
Why do I always have this right here happening?
The heaviness.
I have, whether it's, like I say, any type of gut problems. Am I being true to myself, right? Am I secure? Do I feel secure in my life? Do I feel like I got what I need?
Yes.
We have to just listen. Yes. A lot of times we think it's just, I'm sick.
Yeah.
I have a cold. That's why my head is hurting.
Yeah.
Sometimes your head is hurting because you ain't listening to yourself.
Not paying attention.
You ain't paying attention, right?
Trina, you said something really significant in the work that I do when you talked about not paying attention and just, the jaw always clenched and we don't recognize it because that's our always state. And again, in a clinical sense, we talk about it as trauma. And a lot of times we don't even recognize our trauma. We don't name our trauma as trauma because it's our everyday lived experience. But if you could take that moment to settle in to yourself and feel the tightness in the jaw, or notice that your shoulders are up at your ears, or, your body is tight. That
squeezing.
That's our system, our nervous system on that automatic persistent threat response that has so many negative outcomes amongst people of color, communities of color, marginalized people who have marginalized experiences. It creates physical issues as well as psycho-emotional issues. And so knowing that there are places and spaces that we can come to in our local community to find the reset, to breathe, to release, to have healing mechanisms and practices that work in tandem. Right. We're not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm not saying don't go to the therapist. And we're not saying don't experience other forms of healing, like sound healing. All of these things work together. Yeah. All of these things come together to reinforce the body's system of self-healing and recovery. We get by with a little help from our friends. Yeah.
And God blessed you with this, right? God bless you with healing your body, healing yourself, and paying attention to your body. We just got away from it because we were taught all these different things. Yes. But that we can help heal ourselves, right? We don't have to always depend on somebody outside of ourselves. Yes. We can do this, right? Yes. And so it's really important to get that reset, to get that rest. Sometimes just to be able to be in a space where you can speak your truth, because a lot of times we don't, we're not heard. Yes. We're not seen. Yeah. And people kind of discard what we say or whatever. And especially if you're in a community, it's not just other people, like other, ethnic groups. Sometimes people inside of our own culture can't hear us because of where they are on their journey. Hey, Beverly, how you doing?
Hey, Beverly.
Just because where you are on your journey, and it's just so important to have a space where you can come in and release. Yes. And get the stuff that's stuck in here while your chest hurting.
Yes. all the things, all the places hurting, all the things.
Exactly.
Yes.
Where you can actually get that stuff out.
Yes.
We had a meeting here a couple of days ago, and a lady I'd never met before, she had come through, and we talked like I'd known her for years and years and years, and she was like, it felt so good to be able to just talk without worrying about somebody judging me, without somebody saying, why you thinking like that, or trying to put her in a space. And it's just really, really good to have a space where you can just come in.
Yes. Self-love. Hey, Tanya.
And all the good things.
Yes.
Hey, Tanya.
Self-love is so important. And since Tanya's on the phone, like community, we have these places and spaces in our community. Tanya is boss lady, and she's hosting a pop-up this weekend. Check her out on Facebook, Tanya Davidson. But it's about bringing in community and having that healing and finding the balm in Gilead. Right. Finding the healing amongst us. Find your tribe. We are many members of one body. Yeah. Trina has the healing. She brings the energetic healing. I deal with the psycho-emotional healing. Somebody else deals with the medical. Yeah. We have herbal. Shalita, of the Ancestors Dream, is here.
It was apothecary. Ancestors Dream apothecary.
Ancestors Dream apothecary.
Yep.
She comes and she brings the herbs and the teas to help us. I mean, we have what we need.
And let me mention Nicole too. Nicole is she's our medical person. Right?
Nicole is the medical. I said medical. Somebody's the medical.
She is the Global Serenity LLC. She's over that she's the owner of that company, and she brings her brand of healing here as well. So you got it all up in here.
It is in here. We got it. Just like, the vessel is in the house.
Absolutely.
We just have to share the word. And this is the time for community to come together and lock in together and support one another. And it's all over, it's all over. So let's say Green Coterie is where?
The Green Coterie is in Waldorf, Maryland. We are here most days. We say we're closed on Monday.
But she's closed on Monday.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna say
closed on Monday.
But from Tuesday until Sunday, we are here.
Yes.
We're doing different events and whatnot. We have a workshop. We have workshops that happen. We have, for example, what Sheryl is doing here today is just sharing the information. She's here for people to actually walk in and get that information. She's here to do a hot seat brain spotting, and listen, if I could do a hot seat, just hot seat, I ain't gotta worry about going through the process. I could just come in and taste it. Yeah, I would be up in here.
I think we're gonna do that over the next couple of weeks. I'll be coming in and doing the lives every week here from Green Coterie. We'll do it on Tuesdays, usually around this noontime hour. But I think we talked about doing just some sample hot seat brain spotting. So in the next week or two, you got some things coming up, but soon we're going to do a little hot seat, and we'll let you know. We'll put it out so people can log in and check it out.
if you're here on this side, definitely follow her. And I'm going to put her information once I get off, because I didn't do that.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to put her information. If you're anywhere on the Green Coterie page or on my page, you see her face. You should see her face. Just click in on that. Follow her, because she has really, really good information for you guys. To experience with her, as well as what's going on here.
Yeah.
What do we have coming up? I know you come in on Tuesdays.
You have any Sundays? Do you have any activities this week?
I have Sound Bath Sunday, but Sound Bath Sunday is actually sold out, which is kind of cool. So we're going to offer a mini sound bath for folks who come in and kind of experience it in a very small, intimate group. But there's so much other stuff that's coming up, But I will put a link, and I will also provide you a link to where you can see what's coming up. We have a lot of stuff coming up.
Yes. And like I said, Tanya Davison, check out the Boss Lady. She's got her pop-up happening in Oxon Hill this Saturday, the 21st. And I'm not going to say a time because I might get it wrong. But check out Tanya Davison. Just look for Boss Lady. She'll come up, and I'll include that in the comments here as well. In March, you had some great things coming up here at the Green Coterie, so we'll share that. Coming in. Yep.
And Tanya, if you send me or either follow on Green Coterie, I'll definitely follow you back, because I want to make sure I follow you as well.
Yes.
So we have a lot. We have stuff coming up.
We got stuff. We got stuff. And you can find me at Sheryl Daniel Counseling. Sheryl is SHERYL, Daniel DANIEL. counseling.com. You can also find me on Instagram at MindHeart Healing with Sheryl, as well as on YouTube, MindHeart Healing. Thanks, Tanya. MindHeart Healing with Sheryl on YouTube. So Tanya's in Fort Washington, Maryland. I said Oxon Hill, correction. Fort Washington, Maryland. Thank you. From 3 to 7, and we'll get that post shared as well in the group. She's got amazing vendors that are coming for this pop-up. And like I said, having fun is healing. I tell my clients all the time, find the joy, find a place to come together, to speak with like-minded people. Trina already told us about energy. Come into a space where there's good energy, where we can co-regulate and good vibes and have a wonderful time and experience. Yeah. That's what we're doing here. Yeah. We really just two sisters, two girls who have been called to the work of helping and supporting others and healing. And I like her. I think she liked me too. So we just having fun. Yeah. We just here having fun. And that is healing to our soul.
And can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
What does Tanya do?
Tanya is a beautician. She's an entrepreneur. I don't know, Tanya, if you still on, you want to post back, but she also has a gift of bringing community together. Right, okay. She is a community. She comes from a long history and heritage in DC. Okay. And so she pulls together Tanya's Hair, etc. is her hair salon. She's who cut my hair, y'all. If you can see it. Look, she gave me this hot little stack back here in the side by side, master cut, master beautician, but she really is a jewel in community, right. About bringing people together, about supporting people. She's a boss lady, not just because she's a business owner and she's a boss, but because she takes the lead in creating community.
Cool beans.
Yep. All right, y'all.
So I will add Tanya's information on this side.
Okay.
So remind me to kind of put that over
I'll
there,
do
because
that.
I don't know if it's not cross.
I don't know. I tagged you. I don't know. I don't really know how this is working yet. We'll figure it out.
We these old folks up here. We're gonna work it out though. We're gonna figure it out though.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I want to thank everybody who stopped in on this end. Thank you for stopping and sharing the love, hearing.
Yeah. And thank you guys, for staying and listening. For those of you who are on the replay, let me know that you were here, and replay with #replay or something, so I can know that you were here, and just acknowledge your presence inside of what this is that we're doing here. And we welcome you out.
Yeah.
I don't know how to.
That's it. Y'all stop by the Green Coterie. Check it out. She's got a beautiful space. She's done some tours. We'll do a tour so that you can see the entire space. When I tell it's an oasis. And we have a few of these gyms in the county. Yeah. This is a precious one to me. Yeah. So check her out. We'll do the links. And we'll see y'all maybe next week. Take care.
Take care, y'all.
Bye-bye.